So where should value selling be on your agenda? Well, this depends an awful lot on you as a business, the markets you serve, the maturity of those markets, the knowledge that the customers have, the competitive landscape. There's a whole variety of different things that you need to consider. When you look at some of the perhaps saturated markets for SAP, markets like Germany and the UK, where lots of people have SAP products, they have ERP products from competitors. It's very much about finding the little things that are going to make the difference, that are going to be the difference between you closing the business, or someone else closing the business, or the customer doing nothing, which is really your biggest competitor. In some of the more emerging countries, people are still learning about the benefits that business systems can provide, and the benefits they're looking for are far more tactical rather than financial. So it may be that you don't need the same level of sophistication. It's also true across different industries. Some industries are far more risk averse and in need of convincing financially than others. So again, understand your market and determine where you are on what I would call this maturity scale. And then determine also where you are on the level of sophistication of the deal. How big is the opportunity? Quite clearly, if you're used to selling deals that are maybe 20 or 30k, you can't invest 20 days worth of SAP value engineering time on that deal. That's an interesting point, that SAP value engineering will engage with you as appropriate on some deals, but typically they'll be the deals right at the top end of your scope. So look at the size of the deal, look at where you are on your maturity curve. Also consider what the analysts are saying about your particular market. We hear numerous quotes that come from people like IDC and from Gartner and from Information Week, and they are saying you absolutely need to be doing this. But those quotes are typically coming from, as I say, perhaps the more mature markets. If you're not in one of those more mature markets, you've got a great opportunity now to build up your skills and be way ahead of the curve when these things start to hit you. So what about enablement? How do you go forward from today, from listening to this session? Well, as I say, the first key thing is to make an honest assessment with your local channel enabler where you are. Are you mature market, not so mature, emerging market? What sort of size of deal are you typically targeting at? And then using that, we've got a range of enablement offers. And your channel enabler will be able to help you select the enablement offer and the level of support that's appropriate to what you are trying to achieve. There's more information on this that you will be able to find alongside this video elsewhere on the website. So what next? What do you do post today? Well, the first thing is, regardless of where you're starting from, make sure you have the right level of fundamental skills. Are you able to engage talking to prospects about financial ratios, not just about software functionality? That will automatically take you up a level in their estimation of you as an organisation. How well do you really know your market? So I mentioned finding where you are on this maturity curve and understanding specific types of deal, but also the industries you're in. You need to do some serious work and analyse, what does this sort of approach mean to your customer? Go and talk to some of the people you've already sold to, some people that you have a good relationship with. Make sure that you've identified what they need from you as a salesperson. And then, working with your channel enabler, identify the right enablement packages. There is no point in getting enabled on all of the tools or all of the sales cycle potentially. There are different things that are appropriate for different people. you might want to blend who knows what in your company. So salespeople might need some knowledge, but pre-sales people will also need to support you, so they will need some knowledge as well. And in fact, in many organisations, pre-sales takes the lead in the whole value discussion with the customer. Some people say that pre-sales are the more trusting people. The second thing I'd ask you to do is to look now at your pipeline, both in terms of actual deals in the pipeline. Are they stuck? Are there opportunities to apply value selling that will help move them through to closure? But also from a marketing perspective, is there an opportunity to use one of the marketing campaigns that can drive people into your pipeline by asking them some simple questions about how they're performing relating to their competition and their peer group? And this is a huge opportunity for you as well, to build such a campaign, and whether you're doing it with SAP or on your own, the principles are still the same. Help the customer evaluate where they are. One other point I would make about your pipeline, only because I saw a mistake a few weeks ago, don't go and talk to your prospects about this great new thing you've heard about from SAP called value selling. Remember, they're your customers. They don't want to think about you selling to them. If you want to talk to them about some of the principles we've discussed today, talk to them about value discovery. It sounds far more collaborative and transparent in their mind than value selling. And the final point I'd like to leave you with is engage with your channel enabler. Your channel enabler is there to help you pick the things that are right, so you don't overinvest, but you do start to get benefits from the value selling program as quickly as possible. So thank you very much for listening to this session. I hope it's been of use, and I hope you can start to see how value selling can transform the way you approach your market. Please talk to us further. My name is Peter Grigolis. Thank you again. Goodbye.